Hey, what's up everyone? Upstart here with RyXe Gaming, and welcome back to another episode of Sands of Salzaar. So, in the previous episode, where we left off, I was trying to see how the character recruitment was going to work, because I probably should have done that from the beginning, but I didn't really know how it was going to go. I didn't know how I had the mechanic functioned, so I was kind of afraid of it in some way. I was like, you know what? And since I'm more of a solo player, that whole thing about recruiting the characters kind of felt weird. I'm like, what am I gonna have to do? Yes, I think after having gone through it, because I have actually, as you can see in top left hand corner, aside from our prestige, we've gotten 73 now uh, for our talent points. Uh, we're on day 313. And nothing has gone wrong with our main quest apparent so far. So as far as I'm concerned, I haven't had any pop-ups with for it, like, oh, telling me like, hey, it's been too long, you failed the quest or something. I don't think you can fail the main quest. How can you do it? I'm like, how can you fail it? I didn't want to move. Um, and there was some other stuff that we did. Obviously, there's a bunch of stuff going on in this game, in this world. I had that one siege battle that I thought would be like to capture get some sort of base of sorts, but something tells me that the only way to get like a base, even if it tells you through like storyline or side quests like that, um, the only way to get them is to like actually raiding a town like this or an outpost. I have a feeling it's probably that's the only way. Anyways, I don't recall I don't recall, but something because I've done so much and it's been so long. And what I mean through like, days here, I have terrible memory as well. I think I don't know if I've said this before. Anyways, well, as you can see here, we no longer have just a regular demon. We have a demon lord now, and I've also recruited a few characters. Well, yeah, few. That's not couple. Couple is two. Few is more than two. So I've got 3 characters here that I recruited. Well, I'll get to that in a bit. So I've upgraded these, promoted them as best I can. So Demon Lord, I think it's my highest level character at level, or squad is at level 29. A lot of them are close in the 20s. That one's 28. I've been getting rid of my wolves, my alpha wolves. I don't know if these other characters that I've been getting are better. But I decided to just get rid of them. I have something tells me they're just low level for what they are. That's just me. Obviously, this dude is super low level. I should probably switch him out for something, and I may eventually switch him out for an Akal heavy cavalry or something else. These can still promote higher, but to call storm cavalry. But I don't have the jade for that right now. Anyways, so Demon Lord. This dude actually has. There's an achievement that I got. I'm guessing. What's the word? I always forget. Linked with it or comes with it. When you get the Demon Lord, you get an achievement down here. Well, for Steam, obviously. That's how I play all my games. At least most of them. Just called Demon Lord. That's all it is. And I don't know how strong it is, but it seems super strong to me. Compared to most of everything else. But maybe there's a balance with everything. But mine has 66,000, almost 67 health. I don't know if it's it has to do with the leveling, right? I don't think it's just evolving in. That's it. I'm guessing it scales with your level. Anyways, so most of these have already gotten maxed out. I ended up getting a fairy because I was looking for another. I think I was looking for another creature from the traveling merchant, where I got like the wolves and dogs and whatnot. But the one that gave me the bear, I was checking what other things he had. Sometimes he just gives you like weak stuff like the hounds, the wolves again, the cubs. And this last time I went with him, he gave me a fairy, and I was like, okay, what's that about? I wanted to see what it was about. And they apparently have 3 different lines. It just depends what kind of type of fairy you want, I guess, in the end. Something tells me I'm gonna have to have another squad of 2, because I bought it and they just gave me 2, and then you can still combine it. So that's gonna be a slight issue. So I'm gonna have to get another one before I'm able to make it all the way to the end to one of these. So it's Poison Queen with its those set of skills, then it's or Cursed Queen with those set of skills, and then there's Terror Queen with those. I haven't read through all of these. I only read through some of them. Well, now that I'm getting a better look at them, they seem to have mostly the same. With the Phase Gate is Fairy Wind Blade and Phase Gate seem to be and Disable Immunity seem to come with all of them as a default. Uh, except for this one. This one doesn't have the Phase Gate, but it has a Door of Terror or something like that. Anyways, that's teleportation and immunity to stuff and other stuff. Anyways, I don't really know which one I want of those three. That's not the that's not really the main thing here now. Let's get back to the characters. So at first I had gone with, I was telling you all that I wanted to get Astrid. I did eventually get it, but there's a little something that came with that, and I'll get to that in a bit. First I got I'm gonna pronounce the double Z like pizza with like a s sound. So it would be like what, Aganatsar? I think Aganatsar. I got her first. There was nothing, in that there wasn't much involved in that one because let me get down here. Because she was in the wild. Well, she wasn't with a faction. It just says faction wild when they're like free, I guess. So she was easy to like recruit. I just had to get friendly with her, maybe just one time give her a gift, and then try to recruit, and that would be it. Similar with Rick. I call it Rick because of the Q. I know in Chinese the QI, I think it's Chi, but I don't know if I call her Rich or call her Rick. I just call her Rick. Um, anyways, so that one was one that I found, wild, free, so no big. I just gave her one time a gift, and that was it. Astrid, I had to give her twice, and she was convinced. I don't know if that's normal, but I just gave her two gifts, and she was convinced to leave her other faction, the Akal. But since she was in a faction and I stole her from them, it's kind of like when a company tries to steal an employee from another company, kind of thing. Obviously, they're not gonna be happy about it. And well, factions. The Akal are kind of hostile towards me now. I got a -15, and every city that they control, or every town or outpost that they control, they're hostile towards me. So if I try to go to those and I try to go into it like into the menu like this, it won't give me this menu anymore. It gives me like something like you're wanted by the Akal, blah blah blah. You want to sneak in or something. I don't know what it says. Or leave, sneak in, and there was another option, and I don't remember at the moment. Sorry about that. So yeah, that one was, but I'm like, I didn't care. I'm like, F them, shit. I want Astrid. She was like my top priority, my first one that I wanted. And when I saw her, I'm like, I want her for my team. So I got Astrid. After I got that one, and then as you can see, well, in the order that I got him, I got Natsar, Astrid, and Rick. There was another one that I wanted. Regrettably, she's also in the Akal, and since they're already hostile towards me, she also became hostile towards me. I wanted... Where's she at? It's down here somewhere. Lotus Kabir. I wanted her. That seems to be these two either are related in some way, or it's just coincidental that they're I feel that's their last name. I don't know, because in Chinese usually the first word or first name is the last name, and same as most Asian countries. First is the last, and then it's the first name after. So I don't know if they're both called Kabir, and then whatnot. Anyways, I wanted her, but she's with the Akal, so yeah, she's hostile towards me. And okay, there's some other stuff that I want to mention, because I thought that even though these say bound, apparently they're like the tavern keepers at their respective, towns that aren't outposts, because I don't think they're outposts unless it says that it's an outpost. Anyways, Fadia, well, I got her up to 100%. Bear with me one moment. So I thought these right here, you could like recruit them to be on your team as well. That's what I thought. And then you would level them up yourself. Apparently I was wrong. At first I only had these three here: Fadia, Jasenia, Jahim, and Nura. And I was like, well, let me try to get those three on my team as well. Then I found Shukriya, whatever you want to call it. And I liked her. Just so you know, she's in Agnar, what is it called? Agnaris or something? She's crying, not Twin Luna. No, not Zargos. Come on, get out of there. She's in Twin Luna Valley. She's in Agadir, just in case you want to know. At least, I don't know if there's, like I said, I don't know if these are randomly generated characters or they're the same for anyone's playthrough. She's in there, at least that's where I found her. And I liked her quite a bit. And so I'm like, you know what, I want to get her on my team. Apparently that's not how it works. So if it's someone you can get on your team and you give them a gift, it straight up gives you a plus 30 to their, to their the reputation with them. Like in this case, 30, and that one was twice, so it's 60, and that one was once 30. That was from a quest, so that's a whole other story. And then there's that one, but that one doesn't matter. So these in particular down here, like they're like bound or they're like tavern keepers or whatnot. Each gift only gives them 12. And if you want to get a little bit extra without a gift, you can go in here and you could buy a round for everyone. It costs like about 1,000 Utar, but you only get like 4 points. That's what I got. That's how much I got too, because I was at 96 favorability or whatever. And I did that just to see what it gave me, and it just gave me 4. I don't know if it gives you more, but since I only needed 4 to get to max, maybe it just gave me that. I don't know. Anyways, apparently you can get like a lover or a partner type thing going on with them. And well, I did it with her, even though I would have preferred the other one. I would have preferred I would have preferred Shukriya. I kind of liked her better than Fadia, but Fadia was my number 1 at first. Then this one became number 1, and then this one became number 2. But she was easier to please with the gifts that I was finding, because I know it's at the beginning of the playthrough, of this gameplay, of this playthrough, whatever. I just sold all the gifts. I just kept selling everything. I just kept selling it, and it was probably a bad idea to do so. You could have I would recommend you probably, with all those gifts you're getting, try to recruit, characters or whatnot. Maybe not these, because those are not recruitable. That's something else. Like try to find recruitable characters so you can get strong early on, and not just getting the squads. Obviously doing that at the same time, but with those gifts you're getting from fighting, that you're gonna get them anyways. You might as well use them to get friendly with other people or the characters, and recruit them with you. All of the ones that I got, all these 3 right here, I got them at level 20 because, well, it's already super late in the game. Or at least that's what I think. Anyways, I would have preferred her, and I only got her like halfway. So you need to get them to 100% before you can go in and do this part right here. So let me go in there. I had almost forgotten about you. Yet here you stand. Are you here for Utar, power, or perhaps me? I don't know if she changes her dialogue, but I've already done the confess part, and well, technically she's already my lover. And you also get a Steam achievement with this, and it's just called lover, I believe. She also tells me, like, don't go around being unfaithful and something like that at the end of the dialogue. So I don't know let me do it again. All right, don't get too tangled up in these kinds of things. You look exhausted. Won't you rest for a while? That was not the main thing that's not the first thing she would say. She said something like, she would tell you 3 times. She'd ask you, are you sure about this? Are you sure you want to be with me? Are you sure? Kind of like, I'm guessing this has the, what's it called? Monogamy or whatever it's called. Polygamy or whatever. I forget what it's called. It's with more than one partner, and this one's just mono is just one, obviously. Apparently this game is mono in that way. Anyways, she just asks you, and then after you accept the 3 times and say yes, 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 she tells you, okay, all right, I accept, but don't go around being unfaithful and stuff like that. She says, I'm like, okay, all right. I kind of thought you would have, be able to get with more, but I don't know. You could try and see what happens, but I'm not. I don't think I'm gonna try. Maybe with Shukriya, maybe I don't know. But those are the only two I really care about in that case. Anyways, that's all for that part right there. And get out of there. So for my party, yeah. So I've got these three going on. They mostly have their original. Well, not exactly their original things they came with. She came with these three pieces of armor and the eagle I gave to her because she had a camel, I believe. This one came with these three pieces, and I just gave her a horse. And I bought her a horse and just changed her armor and her trinket because my armor, I got actually the March Ash armor I managed to find, and it wasn't a quest. There's like a bandit leader place over here. I think it's this one right here. And there's like some quest line with them. Apparently you have to beat them, and then there's like a deserter in there right there that they beat up and they haven't captured because they wanted to get the armor apparently. And it has something to do with, if you go up to Crying Rock, I don't know if it depends on your dialogue with him. You simply tell him that you don't know about anything or just don't care about, because he's gonna tell you, oh, you're playing good cop bad cop. Basically, these bandits capture me, they beat me up, and then another bandit comes and rescues me. Is the kind of thing he tells you. And it has something to do with this blue rock here that I've mentioned previously. That I had no clue what it was about until recently, until I did continue playing and leveling up, and well, not really leveling myself up, but my characters, getting all that stuff done. And that's where you get the March Ash armor. You have to go there and dig it up, so you have to get close to a stone after you talk to him. But I think you have to heal him first. You have to go for a doctor in Umbra Cliffs Fleur or something like that, and then bring him back, blah blah blah. I don't know if that's after or before. I think it's before he tells you about this. And it tells you, are you sure you want to dig it up now? It's a yes or no type question. And if you choose yes, you're gonna have to fight some people, so you gotta be prepared for that. They're gonna be kind of strong. They're kind of as strong as the desert leaders, or a little bit more. The desert brotherhood guys, the one that are riding around on camels. They're kind of strong. It's like 100. I think they have like 100 units with them for that fight. Just letting you know. And aside from that, I've gone around, done quests. I've done quests in doing the Arbor Palace one. These dungeons. Let's see what I've got going on here. The Secret Hideout, Sirocco Valley, the Agadir Caves, Arbor Palace, Leviathan Bone Caves. I went in and tried to do the Pahoehoe, that's what I call it. Lava Void. I did it in some way, the quest. I just had to explore it, kind of thing. I didn't complete it because I didn't beat the final boss. One shot me and my teammate, so kind of not really that easy apparently. Anyways, we're gonna continue on this right now. I just wanted to bring you guys up to speed with what I have going on in my crew here. I've changed my I don't know if I don't remember if in the previous episode I had already changed my mount, but now I have a leopard on me. And the eagle, I gave it to Astrid because she was like my favorite of these guys. So I don't know about y'all, but I think it's pretty cool how the Demon Lord looks. How it has that aura in the back, that flames and whatnot. I just think it's pretty cool. Anyways, I've been having various events just pop up randomly, but I think those are just like random quest type events, not really anything like with the main quest. And that's how I managed to get one of these. I'll call heavy cavalries because I had to fight them because I told them that they would whack or something like that, and they challenged me and I beat them. And I already had two originally, and then I got a third, and that's what I may switch that out for, but later. I'm still trying to find the deep tamers. Something tells me they're in the Zargos. The deep people are gonna be in the Zagros. I keep calling the Zargos because I don't really pay attention to it. Zagros Mountains. Anyways, let's go down here. We're gonna go deal with that main quest thing. Where the heck is it? Down here. So I'll see you there. I think that's all I really have to show or explain to bring you up to speed. I've been fighting bandits as well, like those bandit hideouts or things that they have. They're sieges, but I don't count those as. I feel like they're kind of lame. I'm like, it's kind of a waste of time. I feel, but it kind of preps you for the sieges in some way. I don't know if the sieges of outposts are going to be much harder than those. Probably because these are like basically around the outposts. Um, yeah, and I've gone around to the dragon places. These dragon areas that were, that were the fallen Ifrit dragon and the tundra dragon way over here. I don't know if they respawn or not, but they have not come out. Their loot respawns in the chest because the chests stay there, obviously, and which is good. You should be going there. There's one right here. There's another jade chest that respawns here. That's just one, just to point out, since you're already out. If you're gonna be going around here, that's what I just keep going around here when I need jade every 7 or 15 days. Right here, there's one chest like right here on this corner or something, and then there's that. So it's on my way, kind of thing. You might as well grab it. And I've been going to other places. I've explored completely and totally the West Dakota Desert, or mostly, I believe. No. I want to look at the map. Can I open it? There you go. So just about all of it has been discovered. This is like the end of the map over here, and then right here there's a cage. They have a red dragon there that looks kind of like the tundra dragon, but red. It's not flying. It's just on the ground, and it's in a cage. But I walked up to it, and there was nothing that triggered, so I have no clue what that's about. Just something to mention right there. And then there was another quest. There was a caravan leader here that wanted us to escort them basically here. And then he talks about something about a sandstorm or something. And I think here, right here, if you go there, there's like a creature type thing that you can fight. But there's like a lady, like this girl there, but she is kind of in like just a mirage type thing. She wants you to heal. The reason that their sandstorms are happening because of that monster is because it's protecting something, and then it's hurt and whatnot. You got to give them some potions, some of the white rose potions, I think they're called, for healing your squads back up when they're you lose a squad member and a unit of a squad, and just to recover it. Yeah, you need 2 for that, and then it gives you the option to kill it or to leave it alone. And if you choose to leave it alone, it gives you plus 15 inventory slots. I think that's something I should probably point out, because I had 65, as you can see right here. I have 80 now. It gave me 15. I don't know what would happen if you were to actually kill it or fight it. I don't know if you get like loot, but I think it was a good. I don't know what I lost, but I think it was a good thing to get those plus 15 for inventory slots, because I was just getting full up all the time, as you can see right here. I get close to the end now, to my limit every time, because I'm holding on to equipment for like either as backup for when one of these breaks and I don't have a blacksmith hammer to fix. Forge tools, I just call them that because it looks like that. Or maybe I want to replace something later for another character or anything like that. Anyways, alright, so we weren't that far off anymore. I was just, as I was making my way down here, I was kind of talking, and I've basically been talking just the entire episode. Anyways, I don't really have anything else to prep or anything like that. Everything's max, everything's healed up, everything's good, except for that obviously needs to combine. These 3 are kind of the ones that I feel like I want to get rid of compared to everything else. I don't really feel like getting rid of anything else that I have. 47 jade is what I've got. And let's see. These dudes, the Occult Heavy Cavalry, require 50 jade each, and level 20, I believe, to go. No, 18, and then other resources, of course, to go to the Storm Cavalry. So that's not going to be done anytime soon. I don't want to promote the Fairy anytime soon, because I want to get the other one, combine it, and then I'll do it after. I'll do that later. These require 25 each. I guess I could do 1. This one requires 40. I guess I could do her, but then I'd rather have 2 upgrades or promotions than just 1. And that one I'm just holding off on, because that one requires jade as well over here, and I'd rather get that maxed out before I go any further. So I'm just gonna do 1 priestess. I might as well have something upgraded in a fight. So now there she is, High Priestess. from high. That one's already a high priest originally. Kind of sucks that it goes that it have no, they have a different like naming, even though they're going on the same down the same line. I don't know. Anyway, let's talk to Elida and tell her that we're ready. Incantation, Bropu Bonie Paya. I don't know what it said. Something like that. There is Sanguinia ahead. There must be a Ifrit nearby. Sanguinia? You must have seen them to the south of Redstone Keep. That area that was once occupied by the Ifrit. They grow all over the place there, looking as though they have been soaked with blood. Is it like plants? What is it talking about? It's curious. Ifrit flames do not burn everything. Their clothes, for example, remain undamaged. Sanguinia in any place that they linger for an extended period of time. Huh? It sounded weird, off. I don't get it. They seem to be able to control the intensity of their fire, and it becomes much more powerful when they are using it to attack. We can find the Ifrit by following the Sanguinia. I didn't get that. Hush, to Ifrit ahead. I think they're cussing at each other. What are they talking about? It's in the Ifrit tongue, a language that few, if any, I think there should be a comma there. That few, if any, humans know. It's strange. When I was in the Mirage, I feel like I know what they were saying, even though I didn't understand a single word. There were Ifrit in the Mirage? Yes, they... Hush, it's looking this way. I learned a little bit about the Ifrit language under Malak. I can understand the general meaning of what they're talking about. I'll communicate with you using magic. There is a disturbance in the barrier. Did you notice anything unusual? I thought I heard something, but I didn't see anything. Be careful. The master says the human wizards have been trying to break through. Human wizards? Bah, once the door is stable and we bring our brothers here from the other world, those human wizards are all going into my belly. At your rank, you'll be waiting for your turn for a long time. You don't even mention the fools, and don't even mention the fools who stayed behind in the ruins. They've all been. Shh, the master might hear us. You were the one saying dumb things. Get back to your patrols. They start patrolling. We need to reach the camp up ahead. Keep a low profile. Avoid any fighting. Pass through the area and reach the Ifrit camp. Be careful not to draw the attention of Ifrit patrols. So there's one over there. I can interact with that. Do I need to? Should I? Huh! I'm a bit scared. I can interact with this as well. What is this strange well? An Ifrit well. It's said that the Ifrit draw their power from these wells. Malak said that the substance in the well can prevent the Ifrit from detecting us, at least for a while. Put some on yourself. It might save us some trouble. An Ifrit well prevents you from being detected for 4 hours. But don't hours pass by like with a quickness here? I don't trust it in any way, shape, or form, actually. Do I need to go to the top or should I go down this way? I don't even know. I can't tell when the time passes or how long, when 4 hours are up. Oh, so if you put that on in a timely manner, they just simply won't detect you. Oh look, some jade. Nice, something I needed. I'm stuck. Oh, should I have gone the other way? I'm screwed. Okay, that dude's over there. Let me grab this right here. And I think I should be able to go just fine. Run, run, run. There's another one right there. Alright, so it was much easier than expected. Okay, we're here. As you approach, you are swallowed up by a wave of heat. Black miasma, like swarms of ghosts, engulf everything around you. It is so hot it is difficult to breathe. You see an enormous burning red sigil, raging with fire before you. Innumerable Ifrit gather around the sigil, kneeling and worshipping it. You lie hidden in wait with Elida not far away. The ground is covered by sanguinea, a sign of Ifrit presence. Suddenly, the Ifrit turn towards your position as one. Ah, I think we've been caught. Did you really think us blind and deaf? We do not use your strange magics in lieu of our eyes and ears, but we have developed great powers of perception in order to survive in the darkness. Our perception is our greatest defense. You talk too much. They don't understand it anyway. Enough. Eliminate the intruders. I don't really want to pay attention to what that's saying because, I gotta fight over here. Okay, there's 9. There's some more over there. I'm getting slaughtered over here. Okay, I'm gonna need some help. Oh, she has healing. Good. Got him. Ifrit surround you. A brief stalemate. Then another Ifrit emerges from the red and black building. He looks different from the others. The other Ifrit fall silent as he approaches. They part to make a path for him, keeping their heads bowed as he passes by. You must be the Ifrit Void Master whom a human once depicted. I did not think I would see you again, River Goddess. I am not her, but I am her descendant. Human speech? He is no ordinary Ifrit. He has been around for a long time. 1,637 years to be precise. My people gave everything to maintain my slumber, allowing me to remain who I was for 1,000 years. The price they paid was to become who they are now. Witness the sanguinea beneath your feet, the sign of decline. I'm sorry about what happened before. Maybe my apology doesn't mean anything to you, but I've come to negotiate? Yes. Did you hear? A word of destruction. What? The ground begins to tremble. Your human wizards are casting a spell, trying to destroy everything within this barrier. Impossible. I told them to keep watch, not to destroy the barrier, much less harm. Listen carefully. The incantation of obliteration, a spell so powerful that it requires the caster to give their own life. Shakes head. I can't believe someone in the communion would betray us. Enough. He was right. Humans are creatures of deceit. The Ifrit Void Master crosses his hands before him, and 2 puffs of blood mist emerge from the Ifrit Void Master's palms. They rise into the sky entwined, joining to become a massive web in the shape of a bat's wings. The web falls upon you. You feel the world go dark and hear cacophony in your mind, as though thousands of voices are speaking at the same time. You lose consciousness after they seemed like an eternity of chaos. You feel short of breath and your head feels... Oh, it says you, but there's an arm missing. Feels like it is about to split apart. You find yourself in a strange place with no sign of Elida. Our quest is to think of a way to leave the Ifrit's domain. So first off, I'm guessing I should look around. If anything, pen and scan, see if there's anything to interact with. Sanguinea. Are the Ifrit here? Oh, that's these plants right here, right? That's what that is. Okay. You see a light in this dark and shattered realm. You follow the light. You see an Ifrit sitting by a bonfire. You hesitate but sense that you should go forth. Are you human? There is something different about you. You could distinguish that the Ifrit's human speech with some difficulty. It does not seem to be hostile. I guess. Who are you? It is good form to say your name and where you came from before asking any questions. You introduce yourself. Ah, that world. You want to know what place this is? Sit down, human. I need to find someone, a girl. You will find her once you understand. This Ifrit is most mysterious. After some thought, you decide to trust him. For now. I look different from the Ifrit out there, do I not? Where are you? Where are you why are you the only one here? How do you know there are other Ifrit out there? I'm gonna go with this one. There are Ifrit scattered across the world. We are the ones that remain, and we are the Watchers. And there are monsters, those too weak to reach the door. They await their own decay in this decaying world. What is the door? The Ifrit sighs and adds a piece of wood to the fire. It all began with an obsidian flame. Obsidian flame? You seem to recall seeing something like that in the goddess's mirage. Yes, the obsidian flame. I do not know its name or what its nature is, only that its power is godlike. The strange Ifrit tells you the story of the obsidian flame. It is an ancient being that feeds on pain and hatred. Betrayal and hatred are its favorite food. Legend says it was born from the abyss. At first it was weak and insignificant, but as calamity and pain spread, it began to grow. But as such as the obsidian flame fed, it could not leave the abyss. It began to share its power with others, who became the obsidian flame's emissaries, bringing strife to the world. After many wars, the obsidian flame finally found the power to consume the world. The world collapsed, but the obsidian flame was still not strong enough to leave its home realm, and so the obsidian flame found a new target. That was the realm of humans, and the ancestral home of the Ifrit. Obsidian flame. Did it start the war with the black sun or something like that? Of the black sun? Perhaps. It has many emissaries, and I do not know who they are. It is only after the fall of this world that the survivors realized their hero was the culprit for their world's doom. Where is it now? If the world outside has not collapsed yet, then it is still in the abyss, the darkness beneath us. This bottomless black valley used to be a river, like reflection on water. It reflects the great river of the other world. The door lies between the abyss and the bottom of the river. It could not leave this place, tried as it has. This is its home and its prison. It is time. Go. Where to? There is a strange presence at the door. She must be there. Oh, look. She looks lost, confused. Oof. What happened? Where is... Elida's knees buckle and almost falls to the ground. You catch her just in time. Did you see it? Who are you? A humble and lowly Ifrit, as you can see. Elida looks towards you. You nod. If you were inside the door, then you must have seen it. It can transform into any shape. An Ifrit, a monster, a human, or an obsidian flame. Shakes head. I saw no one. I felt I was in a dream, and my mind was a haze. I only remember that I seemed to be pulling out at something, fighting over it with someone. Really? Curious. The obsidian flame that you speak of, what is it? Why do I feel that I've seen it before? You tell Elida the story. The door between worlds can only be opened with the obsidian flame's power. Were you not summoned by it? We were brought here by the Ifrit Void Master. He must have sent us here to be trapped here, not to meet anybody. I understand. Go back. I know how to leave this place. Why did you help us? Because I do not wish to see another world destroyed, and certainly not the ancestral home of the Ifrit. Speak to the Void Master, Princess Elida. I believe you will find a way for the Ifrit and humans to coexist in peace. How did you know who I was? He smiles. This scimitar of yours, it tells stories. Looks at the scimitar with a frown. Do not worry about who I am. I seek nothing but peace, a dream that can no longer be fulfilled in this shattered world. Regardless of where you and I stand, I believe we dream of the same thing. Let's go. He crosses his hands before him, and red mist emerges from his palm, crissing and crossing into a blood-red web. This is... Suddenly, several monsters emerge from the darkness and launch themselves at you. Elida hasn't recovered yet. I'll have to deal with these monsters myself. Oh shit! Damn, I missed. That's just chilling, sitting back over here, watching his grunts over here, his henchmen do all the work. Another pack. Go, I will hold them off. But go, Riser. Damn it. My name is whatever. Tell the Void Master that peace is the one thing that those who stayed behind wish for. You leave the shattered world, back in the Umbra Cliffs. Are you okay, Lyda? I'm fine. You look around. The gap in the magic barrier is gone. That Aloysius, he feels different from the other Ifrit. I misclicked, sorry. Human? Where do we go next? Find the Ifrit Void Master. Something makes me uneasy, but I made a promise and I intend to fulfill it. Are you going to negotiate? Sure. He will not be so easy to find now. Perhaps the Arcane Communion knows a way. The incantation of obliteration was what caused the negotiations to fall apart. I'm not suggesting anything, but perhaps we should exercise caution. I understand. Let's do it this way. I'll go to their nearest hideout at the southeast end of the Umbra Cliffs. I will investigate this. Come find me as soon as you can. Elida leaves. Unknown Runes. Meanwhile, why did you let them go, Aloysius? I didn't want tragedy to repeat itself. Since when did the Ifrit become sentimentalists? So much for the great hero revered by the people of this world. Aloysius stares at his hands, his breath quickening. They trusted me so. Aloysius falls to his knees. His eyes are unfocused and he could not hold back his trembling. They held the flame of my palm, but this world is no more. They fed him, as is their due. Do not trouble yourself with the petty matters of the world outside the door. I will not let you leave here. I will not allow you to stop them. You are such a failed emissary, Aloysius. Okay, so we have a new quest obviously now. The Truth. Collect 3 clues. You and Elida need to track down the Arcanists. What happened to them while you were gone? Head to the easternmost area of the Umbra Cliffs to investigate. Okay, so this is gonna have to wait for the next episode. So easternmost. Oh wait, in this direction. There is a cave here, like dungeon type thing, but you can't. There's no way to interact with it. Maybe it's that we're gonna have to go to, or maybe down here. I'm not exactly sure which one is it, but something tells me it's just in that direction. It says easternmost. Yeah, that's gonna have to be it, but that's gonna have to wait for the next episode. I know I did a lot of talking in this one, and then just basically just one quest, but you know, I kind of did a lot off camera, and I kind of needed to, you know, explain that, bring you all up to speed with what's going on. I'm like, what the heck? Why do you have these characters now? What happened? Blah blah blah. Yeah, so that's what I got going on right there, and I'm gonna see if I can upgrade my characters a little bit before. I mean, my squad members over here. Before I continue, probably just a little bit, not much. I don't think I'm gonna take that long before, you know, we continue. Anyways, obviously that's gonna be me off camera. I could do whatever I want for however long, right? Anyways, that's all for now. Thank you all for watching. Please subscribe if you want to see more. Hit that like button if you liked the episode, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.